Let's do this. Hi, this is Tarot Talk with Auntie Donahue, where we combine the mythical worlds of tarot card reading and pop culture, and I read at you from a beautiful book. This week brings us the premiere of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and the 20th anniversary of Hanson's Middle of Nowhere, which is arguably one of the most important records ever released. We would talk about other things, but frankly, nothing else matters. Guardians of the Galaxy, Hanson, what do they have in common? Let's let the cards decide. That card doesn't want to be in there. Whenever a card tries to escape, I figure, and leave it out of the deck. If it really wants to come back, it can grow legs and walk. Cut the deck into 3. Stack them up on top of each other. Again, no right or wrong way. And we're gonna flip the card. This week's card is the Father of Pentacles. Pentacles deal a lot with jobs and money. So when you're thinking about a blockbuster like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Hanson's Middle of Nowhere, it makes sense, especially if there's so much masculine energy in both. Let's see what the book has to say. Father of Pentacles, steady and entrepreneurial. The Father of Pentacles is a steady, gentle man. Upon first meeting, he can almost seem dull because of his extremely calm temperament, but underneath is an incredibly passionate man who prioritizes the stability of his job, his family, and his home. He is entrepreneurial and diligent at work, and a true pleasure to know. Immediately, I think of Chris Pratt. He stars in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he does seem like one of those, wonderful people. He works super hard, he got super buff for this movie. He's funny, he's talented, he's good at drama, he's good at comedy. Also, his career trajectory is my favorite kind, where somebody just works really, really, really hard and then ends up someplace really awesome. Does it apply to Hanson? That's why we're gonna look at their past, present, and future. That's right, Hanson, we're coming in for you. So we're gonna begin by shuffling the deck. Cut the deck into 3. Stacked them. Let's do this. Past, the Empress. That's one of my favorite cards. Present, 7 of Pentacles. Future, Mother of Pentacles. Interesting, because we got the Father of Pentacles as our first card. So clearly they did apply to Hanson. Let's see how. Past, the Empress. Creation, nature, the mother. The Empress is the mother or the goddess of the tarot. Her energy encompasses all that is warm, fertile, creative, and sensual in the world. Her strength comes from being gentle and compassionate and loving without binding. When this card appears, it's either pointing to a maternal relationship in your life or the side of yourself that wants to love more. The Empress also suggests that it's time for you to reconnect with nature. Go outside tonight and find the moon. So 2 things. Hanson's Where is the Love? The side of yourself that wants to love more. Never forget that song. And number 2, obviously Hanson is kind of in the middle of a comeback right now. We love them, their new fans love them. They haven't stopped making music since 1997, but at some point they did start to, settle down, start a family, nurture, etc., etc. Let's say that this applies to them back in the day. Present, the 7 of Pentacles. Period of contemplation. A curious card, the 7 of Pentacles shows a period of contemplation and uncertainty. You're looking back at all of your hard work and wondering, has it been a success or a failure? You can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more rewards by now? Maybe so. But the mind has control over perception. It's possible your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them. They are not always monetary. Now, I'm not going to claim I know what's going on in the mindset of Hanson, but I am going to say that it's interesting that contemplation comes into play when we talk about their 20th anniversary, and probably where we talk about where they are mentally. 20 years, is this where they thought they were going to be? They're family men, they've still been making music, it sounds different. They also know that they're rooted in nostalgia. It's a really good question. Who are Hanson and who do they want to be? The 7 of Pentacles asks them to find out. The future, the Mother of Pentacles. Domestic, loving, patient. The Mother of Pentacles excels in the home. She knows exactly what to do when raising a family and tending to the tasks of daily life. There's a potential for her identity to become wrapped entirely around her children and home, which leaves her needy and attached. This is the cause of most of her turmoil. She has often the qualities of a healer and is very connected to nature. So we could take this one of 2 ways. Number 1, they start really nurturing their familial side since all of the Hanson brothers have 1,000 kids. Or number 2, they kind of reclaim themselves. They are brothers. It makes sense when you think about, familial ties. So you could think of this as 2 ways. Coming up, there's going to be a moment after they've contemplated what they are and who they want to be, where they look to the future and start to really prioritize family and those ties. Also nature, which is kind of exciting because I think of their long hair and I think that they would do very well on a hiking trail. I don't know why I'm putting the 2 together. Don't question it. Also, don't buy cargo pants, you guys. This has been Tarot Talk with Auntie Donahue, combining the mythical world of tarot and pop culture. I'll see you next week.